Okay, this is Daryl. I'm actually speaking with David Phillips from Austin, Texas. And David actually is a patient of Margaret Hutchinson's there in Austin. And David, you've lived in Austin for 40 years?
That's right.
Okay. What kind of computer programming do you do?
Well, it's a rather specialized field. It's Lotus Notes. I do business process automation using Lotus Notes and workflow.
Okay. Well, I'd love to share and hear your story about when you first started noticing you had a problem and to the point that you decided that it was actually time that you put on the brakes and got some professional help.
Well, I've had the hearing aids for, how long has it been? 10 years, maybe more than that. I don't know. I started out with a single hearing aid that I got through UT, actually, from their speech and hearing clinic. And they were very helpful. They had a program to help people communicate better who had hearing loss. But that hearing aid, single aid, didn't work for me very much. I didn't use it as religiously as I guess I should have. And then some years later, I got a set of 2 behind-the-ear hearing aids and did very well with those starting out. And really liked the dispenser when the audiologist, when that person first helped me get those hearing aids. But then it was like I kind of dropped out of sight, and there was no follow-up. And oddly, even when I went back fairly recently to try to look at getting some upgraded hearing aids, they did a hearing exam, and I never heard from them again. They didn't have any hearing aids in stock for me, and so I didn't pursue that. So I went on internet, and I got some hearing aids that you can actually program yourself. Being a computer programmer, that appealed to me, that idea. So you could actually get this device where you could plug your hearing aids into the device, and that then plugged into a USB port on the computer, and you could change the envelope and the frequency and different programs and so on. But it just really wasn't working out. It was an open-fit hearing aid and wasn't getting me enough amplification and clarity. And then also, since you weren't working with an audiologist, you didn't have a known reference point to work from. And my wife wears hearing aids, and so neither of us could serve as a point of reference for what the good hearing should be to correct to. So I used those for actually a year, and it reached the point where I was so annoyed at me constantly having to ask people to repeat things or not being able to understand anything unless it was closed captioned. So I couldn't enjoy, say, going to live events, like plays. And so I went on to Angie's List, and I saw Margaret's listed there and highly rated. I think like there might have been one other one, but she was, like I say, she was very, very highly rated. So I made an appointment. She was able to see me quickly, and I was impressed that she was able to give me a loaner, a sample that I could try of the hearing aid that she recommended. So she gave me a sample that I could try for a week immediately, no problem. And then I got interested in the idea of they have these newer, I forget what it's called, receiver in the ear, that's what it is. And I thought it would be worth trying that, so no problem. She set me up with that. I tried that for a week, and that didn't seem like it would work out as well. There were trade-offs. So I got back in. We went ahead and ordered one, came in for a fitting. Each of these times, I sometimes had to wait a while, but that's no problem. I always take a book with me wherever I'm going someplace, so I'll have something to occupy myself. And what she was doing with previous customers, what she did with me each time was give them full attention to make sure that she did everything that was necessary in the session to answer all the concerns and just to set up an optimum program. I guess that's it.
Excellent. You felt like, what has the hearing aids actually done for your life since you've started wearing them? You know, after actually being fit by Peggy.
Well, it was. I noticed immediately I could hear things hear programs on the TV and not have to be referring to the closed caption all the time. I'm working on a programming project right now, and I was able to have client meetings and not have to be able to ask people to repeat things. It was a great feeling of comfort, feeling comfortable again with my hearing.
Would you say it almost made you feel younger again?
Yeah, I think that's a fair thing to say, sure.
So do you have any grandkids at all?
No, nope.
I find a lot of times that people will not realize what the little angels are saying sometimes.
Oh, yes, right. Yeah, kids can be especially hard to understand.
Yeah, because it's kind of a lower, it's like the pitch, whatever it is, but it's
right.
A lot of times hard to understand and kind of miss out on that. Well, is there anything you would recommend to other individuals that may be sitting out there or going to get a chance to listen to this or make a decision to get in to see a professional?
Yeah, I think that, let me see. Well, certainly finding somebody that you can trust and who is willing to listen to you and take the time to make sure that you know all of the options and how to use the hearing aids and what to expect. That's all. Well, that's important. Finding somebody that you can trust and who has access to good equipment, knows what to recommend for different situations. Because, Lord, these hearing aids, one problem with them is that they're so expensive, and at least at the high end, I know there's a range of them.
Sure.
But with my hearing loss is significant to profound. I mean, what is it? Severe to profound?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whatever. It requires a high-end, powerful instrument, and I also got it with Bluetooth, which I've really been surprised and pleased at because I got a little attachment that I can wear around my neck, and it transmits the Bluetooth, say, from my cell phone into my hearing aids. And that was quite economical, the little necklace. And it's so incredible because I'm listening to you right now over this thing, and it's like your voice is right in my head. I don't hear any other noises around me. I just hear your voice very clearly and directly, like you're up close to me. So I never would have believed that technology would be so useful.
Absolutely.
I've really been enjoying that. So again, that was another thing that, they can be expensive. So that's why it's important to find somebody who has access to the range of equipment that will suit your need.
Well, thank you very much again, Bob, and you have a great evening, and I know Peggy looks forward to seeing you.
Very good. Thanks, and goodbye.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.